Good morning, survivors. I'm still looking for something to call you guys here, but we're going to continue the clearing of wherever we are. My cat is being a little fiend. He has decided he's going to make as much noise as possible. The door is wide open. He decides he's going to come in here and attack me. He is currently mauling me. My hand is simply his plaything. Ow. Oh my god. Can you let go? He's biting me. No, remain calm. So we're going to go on up here. We have some more. Ow. We have some more violence to commit on some. Oh, fuck. Dude. Ow. Oh, do you hear that? He's ripping at my shirt. Back to being calm and articulate. We're going to keep shooting the absolute hell of the zombies. We've moved up a city block, which is actually pretty nice. Because usually we would just sit there and shoot and make them come to us. But it seems that they are no longer coming down to our bottom right corner of this little area. So we've had to move up to this intersection. And then we're going to rotate right and rotate through all the city streets. Which is just going to be so much. I do enjoy fighting at nighttime. I really do. There's a whole lot of zombies. It's a whole lot of fun. We're getting decently overwhelmed. We're also decently tired, it appears. Or maybe we're bored or something. He came over here. My cat is now mauling my legs. He is just a violent criminal. The worst offender seen in the American justice system in a long while. We're heading back, I believe, to sleep or to get some more ammo because we just maybe ran out. I don't think we ran out, did we? We already spent 300, 400 bullets. I mean, we're not missing often, so we've killed 200, 300, maybe even 400 zombies. Ow. Buddy, can we calm down? That one actually hurt. I'm bleeding. Oh, I might have to end this take. Oh, he got me good. Oh my gosh. He's a sociopath, a criminal. I didn't give him his daily pets. Oh, oh no, gamers. Let's store this away and we gotta get back to some violence. Am I going out with a melee weapon or am I going out with a gun? It appears I have two guns. My classic 38, which I love. Then we still got some 308. Did we restock ammo? It was sped up, so I think we restocked some ammo. Or did some repairs or something. Maybe even got a new attachment. Because the sights and the muzzles often break. I mean, that's pretty realistic. Gun sights, if the glass isn't calibrated. And this is a bit older, 1990s? So the glass isn't perfect. If it's not tempered and calibrated, the repeated shooting and impact from the butt of the rifle and stuff isn't going to treat it exactly well. We can shoot out this car, which is pretty badass. But we're marking survivor homes, and we came up here. We actually caused some conflict. I think, this is when we expend all of our 308. Oh my god, Archie! Dude, my leg. Oh my lord. This little intersection's pretty eventful because we've got all these zombies we're going to lure out with our gun. And looking into these buildings, we're going to continuously get more zombies waking up. Oh, jeez, look at that kill count. That is fanciful. I wanted to show that off. I remember in the moment. Our weight's doing pretty good right now, too. But I tend to like being overweight. Extra carrying capacity plus you're it makes sense. It's the apocalypse. You're big and strong. We're going to start that siren. We're actually going to move on while we let that spawn some. And then we're going to go, what are we doing? We're restocking, right? Yeah, it's real quick restock. Store away, restock. We're constantly pretty full up on ammo. And then, in addition, we have the Hunter's Backpack, which is always pretty full up on, non-ammunition. I'll carry, all the medicine and everything else. Because I like this backpack with the 65 carrying capacity just for, weapons and ammo, and the other one for everything else. Because I don't necessarily need to pick up everything else at the same exuberant quantity that I'm picking up weapons and ammo, because we're using those a lot more than we're using bandages, sheet metal, and everything. Not that zombies drop sheet metal too often. I think the main repair and building thing they drop is what? Generators and stuff? Well, once we're done storing up here, I think we're building. And there's good reasoning behind this. I was looking for something. You guys will know what I was looking for once I'm done here. So I need to grab some supplies. I ain't grab enough. It's my bad. I wanted to build a table. Now, I'm a bit of a decorator. Now, while I'm pragmatic with my building, you see I've built all those crates. They don't exactly look good. I see these people, I have a lot of stuff to place. A lot of items to pick up. This base eventually will look like home. This base and the other main one. So we're going to have, I've kind of decided on the main bases. There's going to be 3 of them. Because we're going to set one up, so we're here in the south, but it's on, the west side. And then we're going to set one up in the north, a little bit further on the west side. Because Louisville in itself is 4 or 5 towns. So you really just got to be, you got to set up those bases. These will be bases that, we try hard on. And the house bases we'll set up in every town inevitably will be a bit different. Those be little board up places that we do our best to fill with food and stuff to survive as long as possible in that, that area. But after that, we have the final one. I want to set something up to the east because we have Raven City, we have Kingsland, we have across the river or whatever. We have all these different settlements that I do believe are going to cause me a bit of trouble. They're going... I just broke something on my gun. But they're going to offer me some difficulty. Mostly because there's all these cities near them over there on the west side. From Riverside, and then I think I have a couple pretty massive mods that add all that blank space from Riverside. Because, most of the plain cities are pretty compacted on this west side. But down the east side, I have Riverside, Raven Creek, Blackwater. There is so many towns to the point where it's a little bit unwieldy. There's towns, there's bases, there's everything. We just need something over on that west side. Sorry, I stumble over my words a lot. It's pretty early in the morning, and I spent 45 minutes shoveling over a foot of snow. So, I thought winter was over. But we're chilling. But point being, we're over on this east... on the east side, we have a lot of work to do over there. I came up here to this parking lot, which was just a little rotation. Up north, my weapon broke, my melee weapon, because we ended up having to bring out the second bag. But the thing with that is our push does damage. It's a punch. I forget if that's a mod or a skill. I do believe that might be a skill. But either way, it was a skill I took, I don't know. Pragmatic is the word of the day, so I'm going to use it incorrectly. And by word of the day, I don't mean I literally have a word of the day. I just have a big word that kind of shows up in my head daily, and then that's my thing. Or per recording session, really. But we chose pragmatically the punching skill and a bunch of skills just to make this run easier, quote unquote, but I would like to describe it as more realistic. I would hope you guys would agree. It's just a bunch of, skills, so we're not fucking getting sick as much as we, there's no people. You aren't going to catch the flu. There's not people to spread the flu around. That's kind of my thing. We actually end up getting some danger up here. Those guys kind of were surrounding us from all angles. So we used our environment that giant field to skirt around the edges, which I want to say was decently smart, but Tui, it was fine. That car was a little bit roughed up, so we went ahead and put in our car barricade. This car barricade is not entirely pragmatic, like it's not meant to be a barricade. It's more just hoarding cars in the same way I hoard weapons. Cars are gas. Cars are a ton of sheet metal and components. Cars are engine parts, all this stuff. Plus zombies crawl under cars. So that's no longer a valid strategy to be like, haha, I've made a car barricade. And more so for me, it's just setting up convenience. And also I like to gather up cars. You know, if I ever go out on a joyride with a Mustang or whatever, I'm going to grab a couple cars from other cities. So once we're done with this city, I kind of want to go clear the road south of Maldro. That was what we died on the fireman playthrough. The hermit playthrough, not the fireman playthrough. Like, we went east and we died. I want to go ahead and clear that for us to go get revenge and clear that city. And then also, clear that little Caltech. I know that's not what it is, but the college campus by Muldrow. So that might be our next mission, is those two, unless something mixes it up. Then I actually want to go to Muldrow itself and put some work in clearing the rest and recomping damages, like seeing what all burned down. I have a feeling I'm going to be rather unhappy seeing it. I think there's a good possibility we clear out this place this episode. I think that's going to be badass. I need to figure out what this town is called, though. I think it's West Point. I don't know yet. So up here, where are we? We're on that bend in the road. The bottom right-hand mini-map does me a lot of work commentating this. We're at this bend in the road right here. We've got to go up east, kill the zombies we didn't kill before. We're getting a lot of weapon jams. It just happens. We're getting kind of fucked up. I really don't like taking this much damage, so we're going to get the wrench out real quick. Do some solid melee work on these guys. These buildings here seem worth looting. There's not a whole lot in this town, to be honest. I am kind of worried, and you'll see why here in a bit. I do make some mistakes that fuck up our hometown. I'm hoping it doesn't affect us in the long term. I know it won't actually affect us in the long term because it's, nothing's worth anything when you have everything. Or nothing is worth everything when you have everything. I don't know how the turn of phrase goes. Or I just made that up, right now. And I'm super cool and smart and strong and a bajillion other points. But we've got to work through this town. And then we're going to make our mistake. It's going to be pretty stupid. And we might even make it like right now. But if we make this mistake and it affects us in the long run, it won't affect us too badly. So I'm pretty sure everything past here is part of the expansion. We've only burnt down one, native building to the game world. And people play unmodded all the time and survive just fine. So I think the fact that we have, 8 cities for every game world city we've burned down kind of means we're doing all right. We've got to go store some stuff away. And we're rather sleepy, so there's a good point to get both of those things done. What are we doing here? Or pause for a minute. Oh, I had some stuff to store. I had to repair my shirt and stuff, we got some holes. And then we have essentially infinite ponchos. Let's go sleep. I don't like sleeping on this bed with bloody clothes. I think that was stupid. Is that just hygiene? I mean, sleeping in bed with clothes that you've worn anywhere is horrifying. Clothes in general. I mean, of course, underwear and stuff. But, I don't know. I think in the apocalypse, you have to lend some credence to being, like, even more hygienic, I would say. Like, just taking care of yourself. Because, especially when you're on a mission like this, and you've got to kill all these zombies and stuff, if you die from fucking, infection in a deep wound, that seems stupid. But I also think there's the thing with that antibiotics are pretty common. I mean, so is alcohol. Like, yeah, I don't mean to go into the, if I were in an apocalypse thing, but I am, alcohol is in such abundance. It doesn't really go bad. Rubbing alcohol, especially after COVID, is in such abundance that I would frankly just... So yeah, these are the buildings that I fuck up on. But, point being, it's in I started a fire, and it spread wildly. I wanted to get the melting ice cream out before everything burned down. Yeah, no, that was my mistake. The big mistake I foreshadowed. And it spread. It spread far and wide. But, back on topic. I feel like I'd be putting, like, isopropyl alcohol, or what is it? Rubbing alcohol and stuff on every single cut I got. Like, forever. Like, I feel like, I got a nick in my leg. Dunk some bandages in alcohol. Wrap it. Like, I would be, I would be avoiding getting cut in general. But I think doing that and just playing things smart, because, there's no hospital to go rest off a infection in. So you've got to be really proactive. I don't know. I think it's silly. I think about these things. It's probably like, what's it called? That, blank daydreaming disorder. Like, maladaptive daydreaming disorder. Like, thinking, I wish this, I wish that. There's no point to it. I got the gym, I got YouTube, I've got life. There, school, work. I've got a couple things going my way. 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're in abundance. We're doing great. But I do like hypothetically philosophizing about it, especially with you guys. Because, it's something that a game like this invokes. Hey, he's got a point. I just watched a Instagram. This dude talking about, like, if I kill him, I'm no better than him. Like, that superhero philosophy. Oh my god. Dude, no, all you like, if you murder someone, if you murder a murderer, there's the same amount of murderers. And what if I kill 20? What if I kill all the supervillains? Dude, I have super speed. Majority of them who are not super strong or, like, immortal and stuff will be dead. And then there will be, like, 8. And you guys can take care of them. Each of you can choose a nemesis. You guys don't have to kill them. I'll even leave Joker alive. Only Joker. You're like, I'm super strong. And, so, it doesn't even have to be a speedster. I'm super strong, made of metal, super high endurance, durability. I can still kill a good majority of villains. Like, I mean, half you motherfuckers don't have superpowers. You tell riddles? Okay. My fist. Excuse me, what? Yeah, my fist. That's the riddle. Your teeth are gone. You're dead. Curb stomped. Like, there's just so many. I don't know. I don't know why I got on this point, because it was just an Instagram post. I thought it was funny enough to mention. Like, because it's like, yeah, it's true. Let's run that guy over. I don't like leaving zombies alive. Who the fuck did I shoot? Oh my gosh, there's so much fire. It spread so far, dude. It burned down a significant amount of the city. Like, I think a good 20, 30 houses. Because the thing is that when it burnt down one house, it got more fuel to spread out in more directions. So, I don't know. I need to go check on that soon. I never checked. Like, I saw, oh yeah, these two are burnt. I never checked all of them, which feels stupid. I mean, I'm sorry I slurp. I do it so I don't get too much in my mouth. So I like to drink at a slow pace. Or else I'll, like, fucking choke and die. But point being, I just, I saw some of them were burned down. I saw the fire wasn't raging anymore. And what, we lost maximum 7, 8 houses. And even then, partial of those houses. Okay. It's not the worst thing ever. It's not the best thing ever either. It's not something I exactly want to deal with, but give and take, give and take. So I do know, and I know this is probably a question someone has. I do understand the fact that without looting the military apartments, we've not looted the city. And they have so much weapons and ammo, they're going to supply, so many missions down the line. But that's like 5 floors of a survivor house. Like over 50 apartments, reasonably so. Probably more than that. It's a little bit much for me to deal with. I would have to, double my storage. We're going to have to come back and deal with that when we have a lower amount of reserves. Let's put it like that. When we are running on fumes, so to speak, is when we're going to be able to do that. Outside of that, we're going to keep pushing here. Just recently, I went back into Warhammer 2, like I've talked about how I'm trying to take a week off, so I wanted to get, every character played for Warhammer 2 so I could get all those videos edited, so I didn't feel any pressure to return to that game, because it's like Siren calling me. There was a couple characters I just didn't have a good time with. Like, I think, I'm getting worn out on it, which is fair. But, I still wanted to play all the modded characters, so I did, one video that's going to be less than 5 minutes. But it's you're getting it weekly. Like, you're not going to be able to watch every single Warhammer episode I put out, and you can go back and watch the old ones and stuff. There'll be enough that I won't feel bad about a little 5-minute episode and the like. I mean, at that point, maybe there's some more demanding people, wanting me to stick to schedule and stuff. But I have a feeling with the slow growth, I'm not going to get to a point like that for a very long time. And I'm very okay with that. I'm okay with people not, being fans or anything. It means the world to me that people even, give me their watch time just one time and never return. That's crazy. You just gave me, a minute 30 of your time. It's more than I get out of people in a conversation, ever in their life, the majority of people. And that, that's crazy to me, so I can find appreciation in that too. Oh, we're getting pretty close to the end, aren't we? We're going back up here to loot the school now that it's daytime. We found out it was a school. Didn't appreciate that much, so we went ahead and left to finish up looting here. And then we've got to wrap around the north side of the town. I mean, we're nearly done. I thought we'd get done with this mission this episode, but I'm kind of glad we didn't, as I can label the episode like the West Point mission or whatever the fuck. I have a feeling those aren't going to exactly get clicks. I'm not, I'm labeling these for my recognition, I guess, recollection. So I'm not gonna be able to fucking figure it out later. I'm gonna be like, oh, episode the single point killer. What the fuck does that mean? But it's like West Point mission. I'm like, oh yeah, that was that and stuff. Because sometimes when I'm wanting to recall my gaming experience, and like because that's part of what the videos are for. It's also just like hobby. But when I'm wanting to recall my gaming experience, there's times where I'm like, oh, I don't have to watch the video. I just watch, the titles. I look at the titles, not watch them. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I remember all that because the title can bring back so much. Is when I put, compared to just gaming, and then gaming's just an experience. But when you put in the effort to edit it, and you put in the effort to voice it over, to rewatch the footage, you really cement that in your memory. It's like studying. I study too, so going over something multiple times increases my recall, so I can enjoy it for longer. And yeah, well, it makes the experience slightly more burdensome, I guess is a term. It also just increases my general enjoyment of it in the longevity of that enjoyment. Which, yeah, super cool, I guess. We've got another thing over here east of where we currently are. We'll clear that another time. That'll be after some other missions. It's not technically a part of West Point. It's the West Point Labs. It's like a add-on. It's like the Point Break Center or something. I don't know why my words are doing so bad. I have like entirely one sinus clogged, so words are just like weird. Talking with half point proven. I'm talking with half my mouth, not the whole thing, so I have to adjust. That's pretty much the end. We've got some more zombie killing to do next episode, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and wherever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's okay. Positive affirmations. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for enjoying it. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for your continued support. All of that means the world to me and always will. So thank you guys so much, as always.